What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to beat 2020 mode on FNAF Plus. Now, I have been testing with each animatronic to know what their abilities are, what they can do, and overall, which animatronic to pay attention to. So let me break it down to you on each animatronic's mechanic. So let's start off with both Bonnie and Chica. Their mechanics are about the same when they get into your office, but with FNAF Plus, instead of staying all the way at the end of the hallway on each side, there's a back room there where they sit at before they come to the doorway. The only difference between Bonnie and Chica is that their sound cues are different when they enter in the back room. Now with Chica, it's just footsteps. With Bonnie, he actually opens the door to go to the back room. So it's very easy to tell which animatronic is at that back room. Now keep in mind that both of these animatronics can jam your door very easily, which is one of the reasons that makes this game a lot difficult. Now let's talk about Freddy. Freddy's mechanic, obviously if you play the original FNAF, you'll know that every time Freddy moves, he laughs. When you're playing 2020 mode on FNAF Plus, Freddy laughs constantly, but you also got to pay attention to how many times he laughs. Now let me break it down to you on how many times Freddy laughs. So, he laughs about 6 times. On the 6th laugh, he's already at your doorway. Now, obviously, if Freddy is at your doorway, you close the door. Once Freddy is off the stage, he moves to 6 different rooms, and every time he switches rooms, he laughs, obviously. And I know I sound like a broken record when I say this, but on the 6th laugh, he's already at your doorway, which means you close the door. And let me tell you, Freddy is a fucking pain in the ass. A lot of times when Freddy makes the first move, during his first mid-laugh, he laughs the second time, and then he does the same thing until he makes it to your doorway, which he stops laughing. And the man of the hour, the man that drains my fucking battery more than the goddamn door in this game, Foxy. Now, what Foxy does is you always gotta watch him like you're babysitting a child. You always gotta keep looking on the cameras to make sure that he doesn't move. And you wanna know why you don't want him to move? He runs at your door and he bangs on it. You wanna know the problem with that? He drains around 2% to 10% of your power. On his 3rd attempt, he decreases power by 10%. Now, on the 1st or 2nd time he's run down the hallway and bang on your door, it's not going to be that bad. But the 3rd time, oh, it's going to be hell for you if you lose 10% power. It decreases your chance of making it to 6 a.m. on 2020 mode. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, what do we do with Foxy?
We always check
the cameras on here! Congratulations. Now you know what every single animatronic does on this game. Now, wise one, I'm going to be showing you the strategy on how I got to 6 a.m. on 2020 mode. Now you want to take notes of the things that I do. So as soon as the game starts, I immediately switch my cam to Pirate's Cove. The reason why I do this is, you know, to keep Foxy in the same place as long as possible. Because I don't want this motherfucker draining my battery. Now in a few seconds, you're going to hear Freddy laugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's at my doorway. I close it. Now, I don't worry about Freddy nor Chica. I just gotta focus on Foxy and Bonnie. If you listen very closely, that was Bonnie's sound cue. I closed the door. I checked the cam. Flashed. I should have checked cam right there, but I went for a second time. And then I checked cam. My dumbass decided to open the door. And Bonnie could have easily jammed right there, but luckily I closed it right away. And then I checked Pirate's Cove. He moved. I should have kept being a little consistent right there with the cams. But yeah, we're A-okay. Now, I don't need to check on Foxy like every 0.5 milliseconds. I check every 2 seconds because he still stays put within the seconds. If it was about 5 seconds long, that's when he starts moving. Now, I'm going to stay quiet for a few seconds so you can hear Bonnie's sound cue. That's Bonnie's sound cue. I go ahead and I close it. Flashed. Then I went ahead and checked cams right there. Flashed. Bonnie's right there. I checked cams to make sure he stays put. Bonnie left, so I opened the door and went back on cameras. And waited until Bonnie comes back. With my strategy, you can see that I'm being consistent with Foxy on cams while dealing with Bonnie at the same time. Again, pay attention. That was Bonnie's sound cue. I close the door. I check on cams. Light, and then I check on cams. Light again. Bonnie's there. As soon as I flash a light, Bonnie already disappeared, so that's why I opened the door. And don't mind me, just kind of stopped to think what I needed to do next. I was kind of rusty. I haven't played FNAF Plus in a couple of days. So showing you multiple times how I dealt with Bonnie while still multitasking with Foxy is basically what you got to do the entire game. As you can see, we're at 74% and it's 1 a.m. 74% is actually pretty good because I calculated like how much power I really need to make it to 6 a.m. And that's how I know how to manage my power. I don't really need to show you a lot from this gameplay because you basically got to repeat that pattern. As soon as Bonnie is in the back room, when you hear him open the door, you close it, then check cam before you flash the first light. Once you did, if he's not there, check cam again, then go flash the hallway. And if he's there, keep checking camera and keep flashing until he's gone. And he's gone, open the door, and then just keep checking on Foxy like I'm doing here. So that's pretty much it. So I taught you my ways, how I got to 6 a.m. doing 20-20-20-20 mode, and hopefully this will help you guys too. I hope you guys enjoy and see you guys in the next video.